Someone who's a bit more dapper than me at the moment is Tobi Alli. He's a dynamic speaker, entrepreneur, business management consultant, author. He's a US certified goal to success coach with an international award in delivering trainings from the UK. Now, he's passionate about raising world changers, and today we're talking about passion. Well, he's passionate about raising world changers, but that passion can actually be overrated. It's great to have you, Tobi Alli. You are very welcome. My best facilitators, anytime, anywhere. You're welcome. It's been a while.
But in terms of dapping, I see the lane under you.
Oh, God, make me move forward. Great to have you, sir. You're welcome.
Same.
Passion is overrated. That's our topic today.
Yes.
I'm passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about this job. I've been passionate about a number of things.
Yes.
And a number of people, even me, at some point in time, felt or feel that's number one.
Yes.
But now you're saying passion is overrated.
Yes.
What is passion, first of all?
Okay, so when you hear the word passion, what comes to your mind is something burning, right? So it's more like a burning desire, a likeness for something, or when you are very fond of something, that's when you say, oh, you're passionate about that. However, just because you are passionate about something, just because you like something, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be successful at that. That's why I said passion is actually overrated.
You know, that's the thing.
Yes.
People will tell you that, look, once you're passionate about something, you do, I will put one or two, like, look, go for it, go for your passion. Passion. We've heard about it so much. How exactly is it overrated?
Okay, so let me even first start by addressing where we got this idea of passion, do your passion, like you said. So basically, I like to put it this way. Every generation has a challenge that they face, and they try to overcome that challenge, and they pass it to the other generation. So we have a generation of people who are known as baby boomers. They are like in their 50s now.
Yeah.
Those guys were very hardworking guys. They didn't care about the kind of jobs they were doing. All they were interested in was putting food on their table. Then now came a generation of the millennials, and those ones are the generations that came after them, and those ones were like, you know what? Beyond just working, I think I want to spend more time doing what I love. So basically, passion or following your passion came from that. Now we have a generation who is a generation Z, and those ones don't even want to do anything that much. Anything they don't like, they don't want to do. Now, this is a challenge with that statement. When you hear the word passion, passion is inherent. It means that it's something that was passed down or something that you acquired. It's not necessarily something that is expensive, if I should put it that way, because, okay, let me give an example. Imagine a father who, is a bodybuilder, right? And the mother is a bodybuilder. And at that generation, at that time, bodybuilding was, where money was. Now, the way we are created, they will pass the gene of the likeness for bodybuilding and even the, physique for bodybuilding to that offspring. Now, the challenge with that is, in that generation, bodybuilding might have been what is good enough to be successful. Now, but if they pass that trait down, what if bodybuilding in that particular generation is not something that people are interested in? Do you know what that already means? That means that if that child has a passion in bodybuilding and bodybuilding is no longer involved, let the person be as passionate as they want. That person is not going to be successful. That's why I'm saying that passion is actually overrated.
Let me bring you home for a number of people.
Yes.
There's a time when we're that generation where you had to be a doctor,
yes,
you had to be a lawyer, or you had to be an engineer. But man, the professions we have now, there's influencer.
True.
There's there are different things now.
True.
And, people don't have to. So if you had that kind of a mindset and then you went to do something that you didn't or that is not relevant, how important is that when it comes to the business of success? Relevance with trends or, moving along with the trends. How is that a part of success?
Okay, fantastic. So let me use this scenario. Imagine somebody wakes up in the morning at 4:30. There's one song, I woke up at 4:30 on the way to, is it VI or something? The person wakes up at 4:30 and is heading towards Oshodi. But the person said he's going to Abulegba. Now, even if that person is moving in top speed, if the person is headed in the wrong direction, that person is never going to get to the destination.
At all.
So, in essence, before you say, oh, I love this thing I'm doing, I want to put all my energy into it, I have a desire for it, the question to ask is, where is the world at this time? What are the present needs? Because the truth is, even if you love what you do, if nobody else loves it apart from you, you are your only customer.
And people think that because I love something, that means a lot of people will love it also. Not like that, really, right?
At all. And you know, even the funniest thing, and I think some of the challenges we have, especially in Generation Z, for Generation Z people, I'm not Generation Z, though, but for Generation Z guys, is they see a lot of people on social media, they see all these successful artists, you just feel, these ones, they wake up in the morning, they do what they love, and they are making money. Now, what is so interesting is that if you look at those who are extremely successful in every generation, they do not follow the bandwagon. Even these so-called guys that they say they have passion for it, do you know what it takes? Do you know the itinerary? Do you know the skill required? Do you know the dedication required? Do you know the challenges they need to face? Do you even, so let me even put it this way. I think to even make it much easier, even if you love what you do and you found out that people also love it, it's still not enough. Because there are also other people like that. So I put it this way, passion is cheap, but skill is expensive. There is still something you need to add. I
like that. Let's move into that level. You have to add something to that passion. How do you go about all of that?
So the first thing you need to ask yourself is, okay, first and foremost, this thing I'm passionate about, this thing I love, is there a market for it? Do people love it? If people love it, fine. Now, I now need to get the necessary information. I need to get the necessary skill. I need to get the necessary wisdom on how to go about it. Because the truth of the matter is this. Anything you do that you just came with, that's naturally, that you have not yet redeveloped, no one is going to spend premium on it. So even if you say you're an entertainer, oh, I'm passionate about music. There are many people passionate about music. Are they really passionate about music? Even if they are passionate, the first question you ask is, okay, do like a poll. Do people even love my music? Now, if they love my music, I now need to do some research. What are the trends? What are the moving trends that, you know, in music? Now, I now need to also look at my voice. Oh, the kind of voice I have. What kind of songs go with, this kind of voice? Now, what kind of lyrics should I put in my music? I also think about it. How do I project myself to the market? There is a whole, so this is the truth of the matter. If you are passionate, but you don't have the skill in that sphere of influence where you are trying to dominate, you will not be successful. So you will need to, you need to educate yourself, self-development. You need to get people who are more experienced in the business side of that passion. And that business side requires what is called business intelligence. So you need to spend a lot on the business intelligence on that your passion and that your skill.
We are in a country that believes so much in grace. You see someone who's successful. Man, this person was just grace, so not God, not God. We tend to, I don't know, as much as we work out, but we tend to ascribe, someone's success to maybe some luck. I know a lot of people who are musicians. We spoke. Let's use music, and they're like, what's in whiskey they sing, one they sing.
Yes.
But you made mention that look, there's a lot of things that go on behind that people don't really see. Is it luck or grace? Is that, can we say, how big or small is that in the scheme of things?
Okay, so let me even define grace, because I'm also a person of faith. So let me define grace. So there are two sides of grace. There's the part that is unmerited favor, and there's the part that is enabling power. Now, it is the enabling power that brings unmerited favor. What I mean by that is, grace makes you work. The people who we say are graced, go and check their work ethic. They have been burning the candle. They have been consistent at that thing. They have tried many things. They have sharpened their skills. They have paid for people to, try to project them. And at one point, people are calling them lucky. But they've forgotten how many times they've been trying to be as successful as they are. And right now, because, they are in the face of everyone, people are just saying it's grace. So that's why when I hear people say, I tap into the grace, the question is, can you do all the sacrifices that person has sacrificed? Can you do that? Are you ready to work? Are you ready to upgrade yourself? Because if not, you're just wasting your time.
Tobi Alli, if we leave you, we're going to spend the whole show talking to you because you're a great man with the gift of gab. It's always great listening to you. What were you for a whole month? Yes. So we have some topics, and thank you very much for this one. I know someone out there has learned something.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
So that's it. It actually is overrated. That's talking about passion. You need to add skill. You need to add a number of other things to get to where you want to. We'll take this time out now, and when we get back, we'll be in the kitchen.